Yeah, the nurses told me that you're a interesting case, so they're calling in the big guns. Yeah, I've got quite a few tools that I'm going to give a try to fix what's going on with your ears. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take a look, see what I'm working with. I can already tell by the outside it's special. But let's see if we can get an otoscope in there. Barely. Oh yeah, no, I've seen it before. I mean, not frequently. Yeah, that's gonna take some work. But you have come to the right place. Oh, this one's a little different. Just the tools that I'm gonna need to use seem like you've got different kinds of wax, and there are tools that are better and worse for certain kinds. So I'm gonna go ahead and start and just see what I can get out with the classic picking method here, and then we'll move on to a couple other tools. Oh, I would assume so. It seems like it might be a biological thing for you, which has got to be a real pain. No, I mean, I do other things. I'm not just the heavy for ear situations. Let me grab a... There we go. Yeah, I just need something to wipe it off on. So I'm not just sticking it back into your ear. That would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm doing the easy stuff first. Some of the tools are a little trickier to use, and we only move on to those if we're having trouble with some. So I'm just kind of getting what I can get right now. Sometimes it's good to pick the low-hanging fruit. Just so that you have like a feeling of confidence moving into the fruit on the higher branches. Oh, you bet. I am 100% ready. This little bit of sun you're seeing, it's been unusual for the last couple days, which is crazy because just a couple weeks ago we had like 80-degree weather. I was thinking about breaking out the paddle boards. That's what I can do with this one. I'll just use it on the next one for you real quick, and then we'll move on to another pick that I have that I think will do some real good work. Oh, I love it. Love it. I know that seems weird, but it's satisfying. I'm like one of those kids that would have taken a toothpick to clean out little grout lines when I was a kid, just because that kind of meticulous cleaning was fun for me. Okay. I'm just gonna come a little bit more behind you here. There's not a lot of room in this office. There we go. Oh, not for a while. You know how it is these days. There's a pretty massive shortage of medical workers. And it's a lot harder to take vacation. It's really valuable to love what you do, you know? That helps stave off burnout, at least. And honestly, this kind of thing is the most fun for me. So this is like the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, that's all I can get with this pick. Let me see where we're at here really quick and see what I should go for next. Okay, so you have some harder things that I've uncovered, and there are some harder lumps that the perfect tool for the job. You're gonna love it. I promise. Okay. This one's a little sharper than what I was using, so it's fairly imperative that you do not move too much, okay? Why, thank you. I do consider myself fairly skilled at it. You have to be so careful with ears because, well, they're very sensitive. You know, you can really inflame the inside of them if you're not gentle. There we go. I got it. Yeah, it was just one thing I was struggling with there. There's one more in here that I'm just trying to reach around to here. I'm gonna get really in there. Kind of pushing things out of the way. There we go. Okay. I think I saw a couple things we could use it for on the other side too. Real still, as I mentioned before. Thank you. Ooh, there we go. We're getting in there. So what about you? What are your plans this summer? Oh, that sounds fun. What are you gonna do there? There we go. 1 second. Ooh. Oh, I would love that. freaking love Thai food. Okay, that went very well. So, next we're going to be using more of a brush thing. I'm going to be getting, I noticed some stuff on the outside, like crusted there, so I'm going to be like scraping it off. So this is going to be more on the outside of your ear. I just figured I should probably clean up the outside before I get more involved on the inside with the softer wax. Yeah, it's really on there. Well, sure. Then you kind of don't know until you try. Well, good to get an ear cleaning before you go on a clean raid like that. Okay, let me... Ooh, that was a big old chunk. Not to gross you out or anything. Ooh. Yeah. Gosh, I've been at this clinic for 5 or 6 years. I was working at a clinic in Idaho, actually, before this. But it was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I just didn't feel like I was doing enough, you know? So I came to a bigger city. I mean, not that much bigger. Don't want to go too crazy there. Okay, the outside of your ear on this side's looking real good. The other side. Yeah, the back and forth. Ideally, I'd have you like lying down with your head turned. But that might be a little hell on my back if I think about it, like leaning down over you. So. Oh yeah, no, I specialized in it. I'm a ear, nose, throat. The old ENT, if you will. You know, because initializing things is fun. Mostly medical. I mean, every doctor has to do surgical rotation, but that's what I specialized in. Excuse me, I somehow dropped my tool. There we go. No, I didn't drop it very far. I just like dropped it on my shirt. Ooh, that was good. No. I mean, I feel like I probably wanted to be a vet when I was younger. I feel like a lot of kids who grew up like me would have wanted to be vets. But then I wanted to be just like a well, I feel guilty about this. I wanted to be a pet store owner after that, but then, realized that pet stores aren't particularly humane since they buy from puppy mills and whatnot. So I kind of went back to wanting to be a vet for a while. But surprisingly, being a vet is a lot more difficult than being a doctor. Because of the difference in the value of animal lives versus human lives, it can be a depressing job. There we go. Okay, we can get back into the ear now, like for reals. I'm going to use another pick I have here. Let me double check what we, now that you're all clean on the outside, we'll take a look again. Yeah, we'll need something for the softer stuff in here. Yeah, my tools have a little camera on them. Man, tiny cameras have changed the medical field like nobody's business, man. Yeah. Well, I like to look at the camera feed and look in, because right now there are some more outer layers, like closer to the exit of the ear, that I can get to. There we go. Yes. You can tell I love it, right? I'm like, yes. No, you don't even want to know. Don't ask me that question. But I was one of those gross outcast kids. Well, since you're asking me, what about you? Oh yeah, definitely. There was a point I wanted to be a cafe owner. It's a lot more work than you think it is when you're younger, but when I was in high school, there was this boba tea place, like right before boba got really huge. It was right at the beginning of the boba craze, that we would go to after high school. We could just walk to it. Okay, other side. And the owner, I think she owned the place all by herself. She was she liked us. She liked me and my friends. I don't totally know why. We didn't buy very much. But one time she had to go to the bank and she actually left us in charge of the store. And somebody came in and ordered a sandwich and we didn't know how to make them, but I tried to put one together based on what I knew. And I just loved it so much. I thought, oh, it'd be so fun to own my own cafe. But, the realities of that are pretty sobering. Owning your own business, for one, is really difficult, and the food industry is particularly harrowing, I hear. There. I was having trouble getting far enough back to get that one. Yeah, do you want to see it? I think. I mean, I find it kind of fascinating, but don't worry, we don't save it or anything. I'm gonna pull on your ear just a little bit to get in here now, because there's this spot right behind where your eardrum, there we go, curves, there we go, and you kind of have to pull on the lobe to straighten it out a bit. Perfect. Okay. We've got just a little bit more in there. I'm going to go in one different tool that I think is going to work really well. Maybe two. We'll see. I saw something near the eardrum that I need a pretty precision pick for, so we're going to use this one here. Doing a great job. I know this can be a kind of a long process. And it's just as tiring for you as it is for me. Holding my breath because this pick is a little bit, I don't want to say dangerous because I don't want to freak you out, but dangerous. Dangerous is the way I would describe it. Yeah, it's hardened around the eardrum, and I need this curved, sharper tool to get to it. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me check out the other side. So patient. Oh, for sure. Be really hard on my neck. Well, yeah, and everything else. That's just hitting middle age for you. is giving me some trouble. Okay, just a little more with this one, and then we'll finish up with our last pick, and then you will be good to go. Perfect. Okay. Last round. This is just going to get what's left in there. It's soft. It shouldn't, you should be fine to move around. It should not do anything untoward to your ear. Yeah, we are. You'll want to talk to the desk. There are some insurances we don't take right now, which is tough. I apologize, but that's not up to me. That's up to the practice. But yeah, we are taking on new patients, like for non-urgent stuff. Yeah, I'd say urgent was wise of you, not waiting for an appointment. This was pretty serious. Like, yeah, it might have been really hard for you to function normally without the use of your ears. Okay. Last little bit. Ooh, yeah, I'm just stretching my back. That was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we did good. Your ears looking really clean. Well, I haven't ever seen you here before, so I couldn't tell you. That would kind of be for you to figure out, like, when was the last time you had this done? Yeah. Yeah, you might then. It's hard to get appointments, and if you want to pay normal doctor prices instead of urgent care prices, maybe just schedule one out for a couple months from now, and you can always cancel. I mean, the office assistant hates when you do that, but I don't care. Just make sure you cancel 48 hours before, okay? Yeah. Okay. Alright, my friend. You are good to go. Like I said, check with the front desk about whether or not you want to become a recurring patient here. Yeah, it's really good to meet you.